Guess what time it is?
It's time for
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
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 Good morning, entrepreneurs. Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, freaking fabulous entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
G'day, good morning, entrepreneurs.
Good morning, entrepreneurs.
Welcome to Good Morning, Entrepreneurs with your hosts, Kim White and Kerry Zarb. Kim is the founder and fierce leader of the My Sexy Business community, and Kerry is your financial designer, founder of Zinc Business Solutions. So without further ado, please welcome Kim and Kerry.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kerry.
How are you, Kim?
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about the show today, Kerry. You know, I'm ridiculous.
I think we both are, Kim. So, Kim, we have an action-packed show ahead, but I would love you to kick us off with a quick little explainer as to why we're here and who we're here for.
Oh, thank you, Kerry. Yes, we want to make sure everybody knows that this is a show for entrepreneurs across the world. We are coming together Fridays at 7 a.m. Central and joining together just so that everybody knows that you can have messy, which we have every time, but you can do amazing things if you will just let the stuff go that is messy looking. And we want to be living proof of that. We also want to invite everyone to join us who, you know, maybe they're feeling a little lonely, Kerry, about their entrepreneur adventure and they need some support. We're here.
We are, Kim, and this happens to be live stream number 19, and we're pretty excited about that. 19 weeks running. Wow, good stuff. So we invite everyone to tune in Friday, 7 a.m. Central Time. We'll be here, and we hope you're joining us as well. And just a reminder, if you have any questions about being an entrepreneur, you can pop those into the chat wherever you're tuning in, and we would love to answer those questions in a future show.
I love it, Kerry. We've been answering questions. I don't think we've been real obvious about it, but we have been answering questions, and the roving reporters have been answering questions.
That's true. So, Kim, shall we step into entrepreneur land? Because I think there's something kind of exciting across the whole show today.
Oh my goodness, there is, Kerry. We almost have a theme going today, and it is about having an advantage as an entrepreneur. I think whenever you're thinking about, you know, being an entrepreneur, it can be really hard. It can be really hard to figure out all the things, but having an advantage, and I want to define it, that is something, and I got this, you know, offline, something that helps to make someone or something better or more likely to succeed than others. So it has to do with having a little bit of an advantage above the crowd is what I'm going to say, standing out from the crowd.
And Kim, is there a little surprise coming for that a little later?
There is, Kerry. We have a surprise guest today. Towards the end of the show, we have a surprise guest, and this guest is actually one of our advantages, so we can't wait to share. We're just very excited.
And Kim, I feel like we're putting a lid on that so that we don't kind of spill the beans this early.
I can't be trusted in that way, Kerry.
So, Kim, what's one of the advantages that you think you have as an entrepreneur?
Kerry, this was not a planned question, but I have to tell you, it's really our community. It's having the people like you in everybody's world where we all do business together, and we do it in a way that is, to me, super sexy. You know, we support each other. We're besties across the globe. And I think that's something really to be said out loud. We do a lot of things together, but it's very fun, and we get the serious results that you talk about in your quote. Carrie has a great quote. Carrie, you want to quote that real quick?
The serious results wrapped in fun. Is that the one, Kim?
That is the one of my favorite quotes, Gary.
Mine too, Kim, and I agree with you as well. I feel I have an advantage being part of this community and being supported by so many other entrepreneurs, because it can be hard, it can be lonely. So as soon as we've surrounded ourselves with others and we've got that community supporting us, oh, magic, absolute magic. So Kim, let's step into our first roving reporter, because we have our branded product specialist and certified givologist, Donna Bender. Take it away, Donna.
Thanks, Kim and Kerry. This is Donna Bender coming to you today as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. Today's surprise and delight marketing segment is on how does using a branded product to promote your business help you increase your business? A branded product can be a powerful tool to promote your business for sure. And branded products and gifts are extremely effective to increase your business when used strategically and included as part of your overall marketing and branding strategy. The products you select should be a representation of your company's core values and something of interest to the various audiences and markets you serve. Why? Well, here's just 2 of my top 10. 1, they increase brand visibility and expose your brand to a wider audience. Think about a walking billboard for you, and all these people are becoming one. Number 2, they create brand recognition and recall, making it easier for customers to recall your brand in the future, especially if they need your product or service that you offer. I have a confession. I hate wasting other people's money. So when a client calls me and says, I need a branded product for a trade show, I'm thinking of 1,000 pens, I do have questions. Here's how that conversation went. Me, out of curiosity, why do you think you need 1,000 pens? My client, I have a trade show coming up. Me, well, how many attendees have registered? My client, 500. Well, statistics show that 6% of trade show attendees are actually your right fit clients. So that's about 30 people. So instead of spending all that money on pens you don't need, I always recommend that my clients consider the 3-step process to guarantee a successful trade show. You will spend no more than you already planned on spending. And it's a process designed to reach out specifically to those 30 prospects before, during, and after the trade show. So here's what happened. Of the 25 prospects he invited, 19 came to his booth. And within a short period of time after the trade show, he closed business with 9 new clients. And over a period of 2 years, his business increased steadily by 18%. A well-executed marketing strategy using the right branded products and given to the right audience can significantly contribute to promoting your business and increasing your sales. Are your branded products making you money? Back to you, Kim and Kerry.
Thank you, Donna.
She is so funny, and that hat makes me giggle every time I see her wear it.
That's a cute hat. I love the hat.
It's very cute. And you know, Carrie, we have an advantage with Donna because a lot of people buy branded products to give away, and then they don't they either buy the wrong thing or they don't use them in a strategic way. And I feel like you and I have an advantage with Donna because she's helped us learn the right way to do branded products.
I agree, Kim. Definitely got an advantage with Donna in our community and tapping into the conversations that she shared with us for a long time now, Kim. I think it's coming up 2 years, so that's cool.
Oh, yeah. And it's made a difference, Carrie. We'll say that.
It really has. And Donna really knows her stuff when it comes to branded products and being a certified givologist, which is one of my favorite little things. She definitely understands the benefits of giving gifts to clients as well.
So speaking of advantages, Carrie, I need to introduce our next segment. This person is a brilliant rock star podcaster. She does this to me every time, pushing buttons. She is the founder and director of Zinc Business Solutions. She is your financial designer, and she is the, I'm going to say, curator and conversation specialist at the Virtual Cafe, where coffee meets money. Everyone stand up and applaud. A standing ovation for Kerry Zarb.
And it helps if I'm not on mute.
Carrie, we're so excited because this is part of the show every week, and your segments are really important. So what do you have for us today, Carrie?
I actually have no idea, Kim. I hadn't thought about this at all, so I'm in the hot seat without a plan. However, there are a few things happening in the virtual cafe coming up, so I'd like to tap into some of that, because one of the things that I think we can identify as a business owner is we're often chasing money. We're looking for new clients, we're looking for new sales opportunities, and that's a good thing. We definitely want to be doing that in our business. However, we can sometimes forget about looking at our expenses and looking at the money we can actually keep in our business instead of just chasing new sales and new clients.
You are brilliant, Carrie.
Not bad for off the top of my head. Yes.
Well, can you tell us what's coming up next week? Because there is a way that you have helped a lot of us already keep that cash flow in the business instead of like finding its way out the door. So, Carrie, would you share what you're doing this next week?
Kim, I would love to, because on July 12th, there is the Open Doors live tour of Simple Subscriptions happening right here in the Virtual Cafe, and it'll give anyone that's interested to attend the opportunity to see how they can save money in their business by looking at those recurring payments. So Simple Subscriptions is a tool that I launched well over a year ago now, Kim. And a lot of people have used the tool. There'll be a little announcement of a new total of the money that's been saved, which is exciting. And I think it's just a great opportunity to join me and other entrepreneurs to learn how to use Simple Subscriptions. It is a simple tool. However, not all tools are easy for everyone to grasp. So I'd love to walk everyone through Simple Subscriptions, show them how to use it, and show them how they can start saving money straight away. So that's happening next week, July 12th at 6 p.m. Central Time. And I'm a little bit excited.
I'm excited too, Carrie. Can we go to a quick commercial about Simple Subscriptions Live Tour? Because I feel like everybody who's listening could take advantage of it, Carrie.
Absolutely. In 2022, I started sharing a special tool out to the universe that has since saved this community over $61,000. As your financial designer, I know what it feels like to find those random charges on your bank or credit card statement. If you want to get in control of your recurring payments, Simple Subscriptions is the free tool for you. I host a live tour of Simple Subscriptions every quarter. It's completely free for you to attend and get this amazing tool. Let me show you how Simple Subscriptions can save you money and help you track your progress. To hang out with me in the Virtual Cafe, head over to kerryzarb.com to register for the next live tour. And while you're there, grab your free and private copy of Simple Subscriptions so you can get started on saving money. Yay!
Love it, Carrie. So now that they've seen the commercial for it, because we do sponsor our own selves on this show, Carrie, is there anything you want to tell them about it?
I would love to tap into one thing, Kim, if you don't mind, because I've received a little bit of feedback in the last couple of weeks about why I would suggest somebody go and grab the tool before they attend the live tour. And the reason I pop that in there is because there's plenty of people out there that understand spreadsheets and want to have a bit of a look before they enter the virtual cafe. And the other good point about that is too, Kim, is that we're having this session for 1 hour. So I don't want anyone to come in, those that like to pre-prepare before we attend such events. Maybe you want to grab it first, have a little bit of a squiz and see what is or isn't familiar to you, so you can bring any questions that you might have to the live tour. So for anyone that's super eager beaver, they could definitely grab the tool first and then hop into the live tour. But I will be definitely answering all the questions that anyone has in the virtual cafe. And that session is free as well, Kim. So it's free to get the tool and it's also free to attend the live tour in the virtual cafe.
I'm so excited about it, Carrie. And I do want to take everybody back for a second. This is something you created for you because you needed to stop getting those surprises on your bank statements and credit card statements.
Mm-hmm.
Then you shared it with us because we were impressed with what you were talking about. And then it went to, it's almost that. And then we told a friend, and then they told a friend, and then they told a friend. So it's very exciting to see something like this grow from something you did for you. So thank you for sharing it with us.
Well, Kim, you're very welcome. And that is 100% accurate because I did start it for myself because I didn't know how much was going out the door in recurring payments. I didn't know how many subscriptions I had. And for someone, it's a little bit embarrassing to confess, for someone that works in numbers on the daily to not know those things, I thought, I kind of need to know that. So it was a really good opportunity to start. It was messy. It was really messy, but it was a good opportunity to start looking at my own numbers a little more carefully. And then the discovery came from conversations that others wanted it as well.
Well, Carrie, you are living proof for all of us that we can get a handle on this. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Kim. And we are going to head over to our next roving reporter because the freaking fabulous booty-kicking Pilates instructor extraordinaire, Kat Corchado, is standing by. So over to you, Kat.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. Hi, everybody. This is the freaking fabulous Kat Corchado coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. This week's stretch is going to involve the shoulders and the upper back. So I'm going to scooch back just a little bit. And the first stretch is you're going to bring your arm right around your neck. Your palm is on your upper back. Take your other hand here. Drop the shoulder down and press. Do you feel that? Oh, it feels so good. And then switch sides, because whatever you do to one side, you do to the other side. Drop the shoulder down. Just press. And release. Here's one for the upper back. So take your middle finger and your thumb, place it around the wrist of your right hand, press your body away. So push your palms away and then bring it up and relax. Do the other side. Middle finger and thumb, press it away. Round your spine. Take it up and open as you exhale. Ooh, it feels good. So I hope this helps. Stay tuned because next week we're going to do the hips. Great stretch for the hips. Thanks, Kim and Carrie. Back to you.
Did you feel that, Kim? Did you feel it?
Carrie, that was good stuff.
I know. And should I confess how many cracks there were when I did that? It was like, uh-oh. I'm sure Kat would tell me that they're good noises, right?
I'm hoping, Carrie. I'm hoping. Every time we see Kat, we sit up a little straighter because Kat is she is the owner of the yacht club, Carrie, and she is the one that she gives us such good instructions for feeling better as entrepreneurs in front of these screens that we're always in front of. So thank you, Kat.
Absolutely, Kim, and I feel we may have a little advantage having Kat in our community for our health and wellness.
Look at that, Carrie. We do have an advantage. She makes us all better entrepreneurs because we feel better.
Exactly. I love it. Well, Kim, we are heading over to our next roving reporter because we have the mama of all mama entrepreneurs, Jill Olish, standing by. Take it away, Jill.
Thanks, Kim and Kerry. Hi, this is Jill coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs with a segment for mama entrepreneurs. And I'm coming today from my car. We are away camping and I wanted to talk about feeling underprepared or feeling prepared. And I think it goes for both motherhood or parenthood and for entrepreneurship because I've prepared myself camping enough now for bringing my family and being a mom here. And I am not prepared as much for being a entrepreneur on the road. So there's a huge toss up. I do camping frequently with my family, so I feel more prepared for that. And I don't always bring my work with me. I like to think that I can do work while I'm here until I figured out that I cannot use my phone the way I thought. So I thought I'd go get a new tool. And we don't always have to go out and buy the biggest, bestest, newest thing that's going to help us do this, that, or the other thing. So we make a lot of what we already have work for us as parents. And sometimes we need to do that as entrepreneurs as well. So I was trying to work about 2 days ago. I pulled out my phone thinking I'd be able to multitask while using the phone, also use my mobile data, and I was having a really hard time. So I had ahead of time thought I would have a jetpack hotspot to use, and I never had gotten around to getting it after doing my research on which one to get. So I hastily tried to run around and find it on a holiday, and I could not, and it forced me to sit back and see what I had around me first to see what I can do to make this solution work for me. So instead of being able to go out and buy the hotspot like I had planned on, instead I used the people around me to watch my family, my son, while I went to a place that had free Wi-Fi and worked the next day. And I think we can apply that to anything that we do in any of our roles, is just trying to utilize the tools that we already have around us, those resources, the people, the things that we're able to easily get, and just use those things without feeling that heavy pressure of trying to keep up with whoever is doing what that looks amazing. And just know that you can level up and it doesn't have to be under that unnecessary pressure. So back to you, Kim and Kerry.
Thank you, Jill.
So we have a definite advantage with having Jill. I will say that she does so many amazing things, and I feel the pain of, thinking you have internet somewhere and you don't. Like, that is something I think all of us have experienced. So I get that, but I also think, Carrie, the advantage is that resourcefulness of what do you have? What can you do? And I think she just brought up great points.
Absolutely. And I love this. It sounded like there was a minor adjustment to the schedule there to accommodate this change. And I love that, especially if you're kind of away and spending time with the family, and being so resourceful like that is definitely, that's Jill. That's so good.
That's right. Everybody needs a Jill. Everybody needs to be a Jill, right?
Absolutely. So, Kim, I think we should talk about something really quickly that's coming up shortly. Is it a week? It's a week.
1 week from today, Carrie. I can't believe it, but it is true. So we do have a beautiful event coming up for everyone to see. Again, living proof, Carrie. We're stuck on those two words. Living proof of what can happen when you go for it is what I'm going to say. When you decide to go on the entrepreneur adventure.
So, Kim, is it next Friday? So Friday the 14th of July, and correct me if I'm wrong here, I believe the event is between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central Time. Is that right?
It is, Carrie. We're doing it panel style again this quarter. We do a quarterly event, and this one is going to be super fun and super exciting. I'm hoping that they will have the slide that we can at least show the slide for the event. There we go. Yay! I know.
Which way? I have no idea. Yay!
I love it. But these are the speakers that are going to be coming on, and, seeing them in living proof mode. They're building empires, but they're also building lives. We are definitely a community who believes in businesses you own that don't own you. So I feel like that's something to just be said, Carrie.
It is, Kim, and I want to highlight the fact that wherever you're tuning in right now is exactly where you can tune in next Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time. So you don't need to move, although we suggest from CATS exercises that you do move between now and this time, that time, next week, not this time, that time. However, yes, wherever you are now, you'll find us there for the Fierce Entrepreneurs Summit.
So that is an exciting, exciting event. Carrie, you are hosting the event with me, and we are having a really good time with this. But what is your favorite part? I would love to just know what your favorite part of it is.
Can I say it's the after party? It is so much fun, but I love the summit for the fact that we're all coming together in the one place. So we get to be spending time with all our favorite humans and our community, all of us who support each other on a regular basis, where we all get to come together. So it's really cute to have everyone in the one place at the one time, even though it's virtual, because I'm in Australia, you guys are in the States. Like, this is all normal. It's all normal. But I do love that camaraderie of coming together, Kim.
Well, and I love that the after party is open to anyone who wants to come. We just need an email to send the link to. So if anyone wants to sign up for the summit to come to the after party, you're welcome to do that. We love this space. We love the time we get to spend with each other, obviously, Carrie, but with all of these, amazing humans. And you get to meet the speakers. You get to have conversations with them if you come to the after party. So it's exciting.
It is. So, Kim, what is that your favorite part? The after party?
I think all of it's my favorite part, Carrie. It's just getting to be with people who really, love life and they're fun. I think that that's part of it for me. Is I love the fun, but I also love that they're all very serious about business. Like, that is the other part. So I love it.
So excited. So, Kim, we're going to head over to our next roving reporter because we have our very own writing coach, Holly Totten, standing by. So over to you, Holly.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. This is Holly Totten coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. As a writer and writing coach, there's two things that I truly believe. The first one is that we all have a story to share. And the second one is that while not everyone is a writer, everyone can be an author. Let's look at the word author real quick, because author is actually the root word of authority. Coincidence? I don't think so. Because when you write a book, when you are the author of a book, you have to know what you're talking about. When you write a book in your business field, it sets you up as an authority. And clients, people will want to do business with you because they want to do business with people who know their stuff. There is a statistic by Next Century Publishing that shows that entrepreneurs who have written and published books are actually 2 times more likely to gain new clients than entrepreneurs who haven't. So when you write a book by sharing your story and parts of your business, it sets you up as that authority, lets the world know that you know what you're talking about. It increases your client base and increases your revenue. That's all for today, Kim and Carrie. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly.
So there's a great advantage to be seen as the authority in whatever industry you are in, Carrie.
I think there is, Kim, if we pay attention to what Holly says and we get the message. And I love the fact that our roving reporters are staying true to their messages. It's actually helping me, Kim, because I need to hear these things again and again and again. I'll probably need these messages, 50 million times over to sink in sometimes, but we definitely have the advantage by having Holly in our community, and she brings great, great stuff to the table.
She absolutely does, Carrie. She's helped a lot of people become published authors. And I feel like that's something, I know that she has the new author intensive, which is the place to start. And it's coming up really soon. So if you do not know Holly already, reach out to Holly and check in with her, because that is coming up really quickly.
It is. So, Kim, let's step into our next roving reporter, because we have marketing to the niches with Melissa Bottoff-Airy, and I would love to pass it over to Melissa.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. Melissa here, coming to you today once again straight from my own podcasting studio as a roving reporter for GME. And I am the resident expert here on marketing to small or niche businesses. I myself run a business in the suicide loss space, and I know that marketing to a business that's less traditional or smaller and more niche can often be difficult and hard to even think about how we tackle. And last week in this series, I talked to you specifically about how the one thing you need to do after you find your community and the places where all of the people you're trying to serve are, whether that's online or in person, that you need to stop and slow down and spend some time there. So once you've spent some time there and you've established relationships and you've learned what your community needs, which isn't always the same as what they want. Sometimes what people think they want isn't actually what they're really looking for or need, and we can't find that out if we don't spend time with them. And so my advice is, once that you get there and you find out what you think they might need, is to start with one thing, to focus small. And an example of that is when I found out that one of the needs for my community was a connection with other moms that understood their loss. The first thing I did was form a support group or support group community online. And then I spent quite a bit of time just in that support community, investing, getting to know, and finding out what the needs would be beyond that. So for today, that's it. But next week, I will take this a step further, and we'll talk about how we build from there and what building versus scaling looks like, and why we can't scale until we have actually spent time doing the building. So until next week, Kim and Carrie, thanks.
Thanks, Melissa.
Those were like gold words for sure about not scaling until you are, finished building something. I think people scale the messy and then they lose so much time and really money doing the wrong things, Gary. So I do believe Melissa has a great point, and I want to put this out there. This is the book. This is the first one for the series, Because They Lived, that she has done with some of those mamas she was talking about. She has another one about to come out. So I feel like she is such living proof for those who are in spaces that are like more It's harder to market to them, Carrie, but if you don't put yourself out there in those spaces, you won't be able to help as many people. So I think she's doing a great job.
Absolutely. I agree, Kim. I do believe Melissa is living proof of the marketing to the niches, and especially in those sensitive areas. And what she shares with us really does bring to the table that if we don't put ourselves out there, we can't help people. And when it's that sensitive niche area, that's what you want to do. You want to reach the people that need the help. So it's delicate, it's sensitive, it's got all the feels about it, but it is so important.
Very important, Carrie.
So, Kim, let's head over to our next roving reporter because we have our resident age agitator is in the house, Yvonne Marchese. Over to you, Yvonne.
Thanks, Kim and Carrie. This is Yvonne Marchese coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. I am your resident age agitator here to talk to you about entrepreneurship later in life. One of the benefits of being an entrepreneur is being able to set your own schedule. There's an old question that goes a little something like, are you working hard or hardly working? As an entrepreneur, you can tend to get into a grind where you are working all the time, but you can get creative about that. I am working right now at the beach. I'm coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. And sometimes I use my beach walks to write intros for my podcast. Sometimes I use my beach time to simply walk and let my brain percolate on the challenges of my business. So today I'm here to advocate for giving yourself a little time off or getting creative with how you get your work done. Sometimes I ask myself, how can I have as much fun as possible and get done everything that I need to get done today? And this is my answer today, is to come here to my happy place and go ahead and get my work done. And I think this is a little bit of what they call the wisdom that comes with age. Back to you, Kim and Carrie.
Thank you, Yvonne.
Did you hear her backup singers, Carrie?
I did. I was a little bit jealous. I was starting to look for the fried chips to see where the seagulls were grabbing the chips.
So Yvonne definitely made a great point, though, about environment and the advantage of changing up your environment and doing things, Carrie, that are fun along the way. As an entrepreneur, we can sure get stuck in the non-fun bits that we do. But what a great example of learning to do things differently, Carrie.
I like this. I don't have a beach so close. Well, it's not too far away, but I'm probably not in the mindset of packing all of this up to go to the beach. However, I do like to step outside when I'm on a phone call, Kim, because hopping out, grabbing some sunshine or even a bit of fresh air, if you don't need to be in front of your computer, take advantage to move your body and get outdoors and see some daylight is quite nice as well.
Daylight sometimes escapes an entrepreneur. I have been that entrepreneur, Carrie. I don't want to be that entrepreneur like that anymore, but I have been that person that worked daylight to dark and didn't even know the sun had come up or gone down. I was busy. So that is Kim, a different way we want to live, Carrie.
Can I make a confession that this morning I may have forgotten to open the blinds because I got up and it was kind of still dark and I got onto the computer and I put my little skates on and got really engrossed in what I was doing. And I think it was probably about lunchtime by the time I realized I hadn't opened the blind and I was like, oh, there's a day out there.
Carrie, speaking of changing environments and maybe bringing someone into the daylight, we are going to change someone else's environment this morning. And I'm going to just say, surprise, Adam. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning.
So we can't stand it. We didn't want to wait any longer, Adam. We know you have an update to a story you shared with us a few weeks ago. It's behind the curtains, y'all. So this is Adam Rothenberg, our interview king. He's the one that has done like almost 2,000 interviews with celebrities and Broadway stars. And is what I'm going to say. He is the go-to person. So Adam, would you share the behind the scenes story to update us on the behind the scenes story that you told before?
Yes, I will. And I'll just say, speaking of changing environments, I am in a new environment. The reason I was banished last week is because I moved and I am in a new place now. So I'm so happy to be back. And so that's one update. And then I do have an update. So a few weeks ago, I got to interview Katie Segal, who you may know from Married with Children. And she, during that interview, I had asked her to sign a copy of the cassette single from her debut album. And when I showed it to her at the interview, she was like, oh my God, she didn't even have a copy herself. So I had her sign it. And after the interview and for the weeks following, I kept thinking to myself, I should have given it to her. I should have given her the cassette. I could just tell how much she wanted it. So last week, I actually got an opportunity to see the off-Broadway show that she's in. And after the show, I was lucky to get to see her again. And I had brought the cassette with me and I said to her, I reintroduced myself. I said, we did an interview a few weeks ago and she remembered me. And she's like, of course I remember you. And I said, well, at the interview, you signed the cassette single for me and I could tell how much you wanted it. And I wish then I gave you the cassette single. So I brought it with me today to give it to you. And she was so appreciative. She was like, oh my God, that is so nice of you. And she just held it for a moment and looked at it. And she was very appreciative of it. So I feel very good that I could give it to her. And it's something that obviously meant a lot to her and she didn't have it. So I'm glad that she has it now. And it made me feel good. And a week later, I still think about it. And it just makes me feel so good inside to know that now she has something that she has wanted.
Oh, I love that you're that way, Adam. I love the secret stories behind the curtain, don't you, Carrie? But like Adam is what we love about the stories.
That is so cute and sweet, Adam. And I can't believe you got that second opportunity to meet with her and you prepared and had the tape with you. So that's super. That's so you, Adam. It is so you.
Well, I feel very lucky too that I got the opportunity because I went to see the matinee of the show and sometimes the actors don't have time to greet fans after the matinee because they need that break before the evening show. And she was in a rush, but I saw her waiting outside for her car. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take advantage of this moment and go up to her. And then I got to tell her, how much I enjoyed her in the show. So it was just a great moment all around.
You're so good at that, Adam. And I will say, Carrie, we're going to talk about Adam in front of Adam. I think we have a great advantage with Adam and Jill being the producers, like behind the scenes. They are what makes this show possible. So, Adam, we just want to say thank you out loud while you're sharing such a sweet story about you. If anyone's listening and you don't know how amazing Adam is, I think you should go and follow Adam on every platform because he is incredible. Let me say that.
Agreed.
Thank you. That is very kind.
Thank you, Adam.
So you're tuning in to Good Morning Entrepreneurs. We'll be back in 1 minute after this quick commercial break.
Once upon a time, there was a princess from Oklahoma living a traveling life in Texas.
When along comes an Aussie bucket of swearing sunshine
When these two girls from opposite ends of the globe met in February 2021,
even the universe did not know what it was in for.
Determined to solve world problems for entrepreneurs, we still to this day learn just how similar we are.
We have found our passions were too strong not to unite and become the partners in change that we are.
What is a bucket and a boom gate?
So a bucket is basically a category or a way to change how you're looking at something big.
And a boom gate is a way to protect ourselves. Sometimes we need a boom gate to protect ourselves from ourselves.
We have lots of experience of our lifetimes of business, and we want to share that with you.
We look forward to bringing you weekly episodes of the Buckets and Boom Gates podcast. Thank you for joining us on this awesome Friday. We've got a tiny bit more show left here, Kim. We're not done yet, are we?
We are not. We still have some surprises, Carrie.
We do have a few things up our sleeve. And, well, actually, Kim's got the sleeves. Let me just say that.
I do love some sleevage.
Sleevage. So, Kim, I would like you to quickly tell us about these sleeves because I think they're a little bit magical and they make frequent appearances.
So, true confession, I'm ridiculous. I love sleeves of all kinds. And so I do try every week to have a different kind of sleeve. I just love sleeves. I love the big flowy sleeves, Carrie. I'm just ridiculous.
I love it, Kim, and I think it's become one of your signature things to wear is the sleeves because you're always up to something, Kim. There's always something going on, and there's a little bit of extra magic when the fingers come together and the sleeves are present, and I'm sure the wand isn't far away as well.
Scarlett is not far away, thanks to Yvonne Marchese.
I love it. Well, Kim, I'd love to kick off our next segment because I need you to change your hat because we are super excited to be stepping into Princess Speak with Wait, which way are you? I have no idea. The amazing Kim White, the founder and fierce leader of the My Sexy Business team. However, Kim, you've got an extra special layer about you because you're putting together your own language. And some of these words that you're bringing us are your own, and others have been gifted to you from people that you've spent time with. So, Kim, please tell us today's words, phrase, or phrases. What is it today, Kim?
Well, today is findable, Carrie. It's one of my favorite words in Princess Speak. And findable actually is, to me, a very sexy word. My definition is if somebody has to find you in business. So being findable is very important. But I will tell you, we have a surprise guest today for this segment who is actually the findability queen. And I cannot wait for her to join us, Carrie. So I just want to bring her up right now.
Yep. Yay!
Denise Molay, the findability queen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Denise. Well, we brought in the big guns. We brought in our advantage we have, which is Denise's the advantage we have for all things website and findable. Denise, what is your definition of findable?
Findable for me is taking all that content that you produce for your business and making sure it's included in search engines. So when your customers or clients are out there looking for things online, you are part of the solution potentially for something they're looking for. That's my findable.
I love that definition. And I have to say, you are part of our advantage. This theme of the show today is having an advantage and you are part of that advantage. And I love that we get to be royals together. Can I say that too?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Although I have a better crown, I must say.
I was going to say, you do have a beautiful crown. Do you have it close so everybody can see it? Oh, look at that crown. So Denise is amazing because we want to talk really quickly too, Denise, about you have a game night that you host that is the queen of findability, hosts a fun game night so that people can start learning that those words. Like Carrie and I both talk about this. We hate the word keyword, but we also understand that if you don't know your keywords, you can't be findable. So
Absolutely. The keywords are the connection, and that makes it all the magic happen. So we spend a great hour virtually hunting for keyword gold online and go through a few things that help you understand it better and make it a little bit easier, lighter lift for you to find the words that work for you. So we have fun, spinny wheel prizes and all. So.
Oh my goodness. So when is the next one, Denise? Do you have that in your
I
radar?
do. July 19th. It's a Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. Central.
So it's coming up really quick. So we want to make sure everybody gets that on their agenda because Denise, I'm telling you, Denise, I can't say thank you enough for all that you do for this whole community. Again, the community is such an amazing place. But if you're listening as an entrepreneur out there and you don't know your keywords or you hear the word SEO and you just kind of panic or screech or think that you're not smart enough to do it, Denise will change your mind. Denise has got a way to show you things that it is an amazing shift in our thinking, Carrie.
Thank you.
Shift. Yes, definitely. Yes. But I want to speak out loud because I attended the last game show and I had so much fun. It was brilliant. And it's funny how, Denise, you bring this sense of calm. You know me and the words and all the things. It's not my space. I like the numbers. It's the numbers for me. But when Denise brings the game show and you get to go on this scavenger hunt looking for the words, it starts to make sense and it's easy. And I had so much fun, Denise, and I can't wait to come to the next one as well.
I'm excited to have it again. It's getting easier to do. And I think every time I love seeing light bulbs go on. So when somebody gets it, I'm like, yay, because that's what lights me up. So it's great. I love it. So I can't wait.
I love that.
And did you guys plan your tops, by the way? Like, I'm feeling a little bit kind of left out here. I didn't get the memo. No.
Sorry. We'll have to get you a red shirt.
So, true confession, you might need to coordinate with Troy on the memo because Troy is the one that, like, this was the shirt and he did the whole steaming thing for it and all the things. So just to put that out there, I can't take any credit. I just needed some pretty sleevage is what my only requirement is.
I need a Troy. Can I get a Troy? I'd look a lot better if I could have a Troy. You tell him that.
There's just two things you have to know about Troy. This is just all the time. You can hashtag two things. He's fine and he's mine, Denise.
I wanted a clone. I didn't want the original. I was looking for a clone.
I love it.
Thank you, Gabby.
Well, and I want you to stay here with us because we have a little surprise that someone doesn't realize that we have a surprise for them. And I want you to be part of this, Denise. Ooh. Adam, do you want to come back up so that you can be part of it too? And Jillo is going to be behind the scenes, but Jillo is right here with us. She is taking care of things too. So I want to share something that no one has seen except me before today. and I'm going to share it live. So hold please and let me see if I can do this, because you know this is not my thing. So hold please. I'm so excited. So
do we need some thinking music?
I think we just need to push a button. I need to show this really quickly, and I am going to say the brand new issue of the magazine will be out in the next few days, and this is the cover, y'all. It's been about 6 months in coming, I'm going to tell you, but Kerry, surprise!
Oh, so exciting.
Oh, cool. Yay, that's so awesome, Kerry.
I had no idea.
Here's a Coffee Monday podcast.
So we have been working on the surprise, Kerry, for a while, just so you know, and so I have to make all the confessions. I cannot lie. We already proved that with Kerry and I when I tried to get her to a birthday party, and I was trying to trick her. I was supposed to be the bait, and I was telling her a lie because I was telling her I needed her, and I busted out into tears. I'm ridiculous. Can't do it. So, Kerry, here's the thing. Everybody else had to do the bait this time, and I just had to not talk about it.
Oh.
So Adam interviewed you intentionally for the magazine. There were multiple people behind the scenes doing all these different things. So I just want to say that out loud, that it was a good surprise, because I didn't spill the beans, Kerry. We just did this just this minute to show you. So,
nobody had to mute you or anything.
Nobody. But I had to avoid conversations with Kerry sometimes.
Well, and I want to say out loud, there have been conversations about the magazine between Kim and I. So she's done really well, because I know how hard that is for you, Kim, and I get it. No wonder you've kind of thrown it in there and pulled it straight out. It was quick conversations. It was like the wand. Oh, my goodness.
In and out. Zip, zip.
So anyway, surprise, Kerry.
So if I could put an emoji on the screen right now, if I could replace this face with an emoji, it would be the one with the little explosion in the head. It'd be just, oh.
Well, everybody will be able to get a copy starting in a few days, Kerry. We'll have it live. And I wanted you to see it first before it went live. If it wasn't for the whole crew, I'm going to tell you, if it wasn't for the whole team, it would not have happened. So it is exciting.
It is. I'm very, very grateful, and obviously like a little bit kind of blown away at the moment. So I need to maybe take a nap and digest and have some coffee in the morning with it. But the overall excitement is beyond what my face can even express at 11 p.m. at night.
Well, I'm excited because we have an advantage having you in this community, Kerry. I have an advantage of the Good Morning Entrepreneurs being co-host with you. You're amazing. Denise, we have an advantage with her because she is like our findability queen. And thank you for being with us, Denise, for this surprise for Kerry too. You all next Friday, 7 a.m. Central.
And this is the team signing off for Good Morning Entrepreneurs.